I mean, you see that with Brexit. There's a middle path where you do want to protect your own farmers or your own merchants.
Some boundaries and not completely leaving an entire continent.
Yeah, I'm voting for you.
When I look at other events online, so you see the lineup, the first thing that I notice nowadays, especially since Black Lives Matter, is how many, what's the variant of ethnicity, age, size, male to female, trans, despite it coming from Asia, these ideologies and practices, very sort of white, middle class, skinny, young, and female.
Yeah. You know, there's dueling impulses right now. Twitter attitude around equity. Let's call people out and let's destroy people, which is good on some level. It equalizes the power in positions of any kind of responsibility. But you have a position of responsibility to reach out beyond the communities you may know and try to have a festival that represents many different communities and people from different backgrounds, as do we. And that's an awkward process. It's scary. And we need to have space for that awkward process and not attack you the entire time.
Just one little thing about humor and spirituality, which for me is the absolute underpinning.
But the best humor, which is, I think, every spiritual teacher you've ever seen who seems genuinely realized and not focused on creating a cult for themselves, has a healthy sense of humor. Yeah. And that humor fundamentally is the same as meditation. You're having perspective, you're having distance and perspective on your current situation. I also think, like you said, in teaching, it's a wonderful gateway for people who can use humor to get people to care about important things and pay attention to important things. The most important question in the world for all of us is, how do you get people to pay attention to important things? And you just observed that with the Wim Hof versus the other interviews. Like, we have human trafficking going on, not as a conspiracy theory, but as a real thing. It's so awful. I'm vegan. It's the same kind of level with factory farming. If you actually looked at it, you're going to stop arguing about how bacon tastes good. Well, you clearly have a wonderful sense of humor and style, and you're doing good stuff. So I'm so pleased to have got to meet you.
I had a ridiculous sized cup of tea. Look at that.
Whoa.
Yeah, mate.
I don't know if that's perspective is fooling with us, but that looks huge. Oh my God.
Yeah. Thanks, mate. Brilliant. Love your face.
Stay in touch.